See what happens here. Oh,
boy,
that's way early.
I wonder if that's not a tire.
Almost got to believe it was, because that thing turned sideways before it ever got to the corner.
It's like he ran over something, cut the tire.
Yeah, we see the 6 car of David Dragon gets into him. Yeah, just right in the back of him. I can see why Johnny might be a little upset with that move. Definitely got help.
Yeah, he wasn't really doing anything wrong. He might have been, you know, obviously.
Ray Black Jr. 18th.
He's already loose there completely by himself. Does a nice job getting the thing going forward, but unfortunately it hooks, and around he goes into the outside wall.
Like
Ray Black Jr. just trying to avoid him, I think, got sideways.
Look how far those trucks slide. That tells you how fast they're going. That's actually the corner, and he had to brake
off into turn number 3.
Oh yeah, he slams it, and it's almost as it's like maybe brake failure. We saw something like that similar here. Remember a couple years ago?
There was a tap in. Derek Cope trying to hang on.
You could almost feel that one.
Well, Brad Tigg did a nice job to miss
and then pull it right back to the left. It instantly makes the truck loose.
And watch at the back of the screen, the pink truck that's torn up. That's John Hunter Nemechek. Heavy contact by Wendell Chavis there into the Rhodes truck. Watch where Nemechek goes. He's racing to play.
Push coming from Elliott and Keselowski. Contact! Elliott slam into the wall.
Are you kidding me?
Danica Patrick, Casey Kane.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
You all right?
Down the racetrack. And clobbers poor Jennifer.
same spot on the track.
Looks exactly the same as it did that first time. Whatever was rubbing continued to rub, it looked like.
Mistakes as we see some cars making their way to pit road now.
Oh, there you go. There's a
big rip, and there's a problem. Jimmy McMurray gets hit. Earnhardt gets into him. McMurray's going to get hit again.
We see that so many times at Talladega. Everybody.
Looked like Jason Leffler in a 00 car. He was racing Jason Keller. They were racing for 13th position.
Look at the top of our screen. Looks like Chavis got loose and started it.
Oh, and he backs up the track.
Yeah.
And then the drivers did an excellent job. They thought he would stay on the bottom. That's the
Trevor Bayne was third. He was just behind Brad Keselowski.
When you get down at the end of the straightaway, you got to be running.
And there it goes. I think you said it, Michael. Perfect sign of a right front tire going down.
He was on the lead lap in 30.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. When you see a car.
See, here we go. Marcus Ambrose just gets loose, getting in the corner. Car turns around. He already had some damage from an earlier spin.
It looked like he was already really loose before that with that right rear quarter panel damage. Didn't have the downforce he needed. But again, we're seeing all these loose conditions getting at the corner. They get at the corner so deep, and they just...
Joe doing a good job, but just can't hold them. Then parts and pieces break road.
Still a little after what had happened, but and you see some of the other cars that were involved in it. Nobody really serious damage there.
A lot of sparks out of that car. I think he cut a tire down.
Oh, it slid right up in front of Timmy Hill.
Yeah, he got together with somebody and just took off across the infield. Very lucky they didn't get somebody else involved.
Brian Keselowski is the older brother.
Mike, I was just going to say that traction compound, it's a little slick right now. You got to get a little heat in it. I noticed when I was driving the pace car, it's still a little sticky, but it's slick until you get a little heat in it.
I think so.
Let's see what happened here. Oh, Benton got into him.
Yeah.
Buford went around. Watch the red 16 come right through there.
He did get a little bit of damage on that left
some.
front, but it could have been a lot.
They got hooked together and just couldn't get
19 cleared up, and let's see what happened. Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was Mike Bliss. Looked like he got really loose on the inside trying to pass Derek Cope. It's a hard hit for both cars.
Nothing he could do. Watch the 78 come right across the racetrack. Huge impact.
Well, Baggard's way up out of the groove there and in the loose stuff. Around he goes.
Once they get the white flag, the next flag will call it the 14 around. Boyer into the wall. The caution comes out just before they get to the start-finish line.
Some big impacts.
Bain caught up, as is Bubba Wallace. Brendan Gaughan also in this. The 48 of
Mike Wallace looked like he was going below David Rudiman right here, but they ran up on a slower car. Wow.
Right. Man.
That's Kevin LePage's 61 that Carl Edwards went up across the back of. And then it all broke loose behind him.
When he's side by side, he is 2 laps down, fighting to try to get one of them back. We got trouble here on the front.
In the right side door. He's coming out. Mark Green coming in. And boy, they almost got into Joe Nemechek's crew there.
Looks like he just was all by himself and got sideways coming off turn number 2. Made some contact.
You know, you can do what we call bump drafting here, but you really can't do it going into the corner. You got to do it on the straightaway.
I'm thankful for these replays.
And another component of hard tires is you can't do anything quick. You can't brake. You can't steer left or right.
Oh, wow, that's a hard impact. And then you see sliding up on the top, there comes Menard.
Car loses a tire right there. Boy, you just see that. Huge.
Now, one of our point leaders was out in front of this.
You don't want to forget about is the wall coming either.
Oh, and Shane Meal, the 47 car, lacked about 3 or 4 inches getting tagged in that right rear.
It's a pretty good wall. Don't want to forget about the wall coming. You don't want to forget about that wall coming. It'll leave
and just kind of accordioned on back.
Looks like somebody got in the back of the 27 and forced him. And here comes McClure, hard contact. There's another car.
Second part, these guys got in the oil. The 49 car, he slid in the oil, got up into the outside wall, and very fortunate. The leaders just got by there. Randy LaJoie, Scott Riggs. There's Bobby Hamilton Jr.
Right of your screen, Shane Hall, the 49 car, looked like he was by himself. Lost control of that car, backed into the outside wall, brought out the caution flag. As the guys mentioned, we were very, very close.
And the rest of this group?
Looks like Ashton Lewis got into him, going down into 3. They both go around.
Basically the same thing that happened to Casey Mears and Shane Mill earlier.
Right.
Perfectly timed spin there.
This is getting
he hooked Reagan Smith.
Well, no, Reagan hooked him. Yeah, it looked like he was going to move up a little bit, and Reagan caught the back of him, of Derek Cope, and turned him. And then here comes Derek, and he says, "Ooh."
No. He got his angle wrong going in the corner. He moved over so low to let Jason Keller go.
And didn't realize Bobby was there.
Running those speeds, it don't take much to get you out of shape.
Bobby's quite a bit faster than. All these guys get sideways, get turned around down here.
Possibly the 16 car Larry Gunsman got in the back of Mike Carmen in the 44.
But you want to see how slick it is? I can't see which car that is, but he can't stop.
49 Chris Bingham.
And just bangs into the 16 Waterloo car.
Contact. Now watch that white car go to the outside, and that's where the log jam is, right there.
There's a couple of, as you come off turn 2 over, there's a couple of dips, and in the front of the car starts bouncing, and into the car on the outside it goes.
Oops. Looks like there might have been some contact there between the 2 cars.